So today's lecture is transcription regulation. Bacterial transcription is governed by three factors: promoters, operators, and positive control elements. Promoters are the elements of DNA that may bind with the RNA polymerase and other protein for successful initiation of transcription directly upstream of the gene. So already we have seen promoter, how these RNA polymerase go and bind with that promoter, right? Then there is a operators. Operators is a region that recognizes the repressor protein that bind to a stretch of DNA and inhibit the transcription of gene. So in case of bacterial promoter, this operator, it will allow this repressor protein to bind and it will inhibit the process of transcription. Then there is a positive control element that binds to DNA and inside the higher level of the transcription. So this positive control element where activator may bind and it will inside the higher level of the transcription. In case of eukaryotic transcription regulation, case of eukaryotic transcription regulation, uh, we have control over polymerases by different mechanism. For example, we can do the histone modification. We can have the transcription factors which are important. So different transcription factor may activate the different genes, enhancers, repressor, and other complexes. They actually regulate the eukaryotic transcription. So next is productive elongation of the RNA transcript. Once polymerase is bound to a promoter, it requires set of factors to allow it to escape the promoter complex and begin the successful transcribing. So the polymerase binding with the promoter is one factor, one thing, and then it should escape that promoter and it should allow this after escaping successful RNA transcription. So that also determined by the number of factors. So if this required number of factors are present, then only this process can happen. So escape from promoter and the synthesis of the RNA. Termination of a polymerase, a number of factors which have been found to control how and when transcription occur will dictate the fate of RNA transcript. Okay, so termination of the RNA polymerase is important to know the fate of RNA transcript. So how long transcription remain, when termination should occur. So these are some of the eukaryotic transcription regulation factor. So there is a comparison. So we have prokaryotic and eukaryotic genome. A structure of the genome. In case of prokaryote, we have single, generally circular chromosome accompanied by a large pieces of accessory DNA like plasmid. So the prokaryotic genome is circular mainly. The eukaryotic genome are found in the chromosomes as in the form of nucleosome. Nucleosome structure limit the DNA accessibility. So in case of us, for example, eukaryotes, we have chromosomes and the chromosomes nucleosome structure is there. So if you want to facilitate the transcription, this structure of the DNA, it should be accessible. So histones should be modified such that that region will become easily accessible to further processing. So it will allow the RNA polymerase to bind and then allow the transcription to occur. Likewise, the size of genome, in case of prokaryote, the genome size is small. In case of eukaryote, it is relatively large. Location of gene transcript and translation. These are the coupled in case of prokaryote, because in prokaryotes there is a no nucleoid envelope barrier, so that is a coupled transcription and translation. Whereas in case of eukaryotes, the nuclear transcription and plasmid translation are different. Okay, so their transcription occur in nucleus, translation occur in the cytoplasm in case of eukaryote. Gene clustering, operon vein, where gene with a similar function are grouped together. So this is operon region is present in this prokaryote, where number of genes can be after one another. That is gene clustering. But operons generally not found in eukaryotes. Each gene has its own promoter elements and enhancer in case of eukaryotes. Default state of transcription in prokaryotes is on, and in case of eukaryotes it is off. DNA structure is highly supercoiled with some associated protein in prokaryotes, whereas DNA structure is a highly supercoiled chromatin associated with the histone in nucleosome. So this is a so most of things diagrammatically we are going to see. So this is a DNA. We have promoter LAC-I here, the pressure binding region. This promoter is there, operator is there, LAC-Z is there, LAC-Y is there, LAC-A is there. So three gene in a stretch can be transcribed. So transcription of LAC gene result in eMRNA formation. So there now we have this eMRNA here, and this translation can produce this protein beta galactoside, permease, and trans-acetylase. So prooperator is a region where repressor can bind. Gene for LAC repressor, you can see gene for LAC repressor cap site is there, P binding site for RNA polymerase is there, binding site for repressor is there as a O. Then when lactose is absent, what will happen is that when lactose is absent, this repressor will go and bind here, and it will say no need for LAC gene to have there. No need for LAC gene to get transcribed. When lactose is present, this inducer will bind with this repressor, and this complex can't bind that operator site. So this transcription of these LAC genes they can occur. Regulatory sequence of the LAC operator, the cap site, promoter, operator site is the site where repressor bind, promoter is the site where the RNA polymerase bind, and here GAL gene is there. When glucose level is depleted, what happens? This cap will bind with the CAMP, and the cap CAMP complex will bind. It will go and bind with this cap site. Okay, so now it has binded here. Now the promoter will be bound with the RNA polymerase, and now this operator can synthesize the LAC gene. So if glucose is absent, the lactose genes can get transcribed, so that your body will have energy for that purpose. So energy can be replaced like that. Eukaryotic enhancer mechanism is that. So this one is the enhancer region. This is a Tata box. This is RNA polymerase binding site, and these are general transcription factors. And Tata box is needed. Transcription activator binds specifically to the enhancer. Okay, so this one is a transcription activator. It is going to bind here. So what will bind after binding? It will allow you to come this region in contact with this region. Okay, so now this one has a bended. So DNA looping we call it as a transcription activator bound to enhancer interact with a basal transcription level at the Tata box. Okay, so enhancer and the Tata box, now they can interact with each other, and it will facilitate the loading of RNA polymerase at its intended site, and then further transcription can occur. So how transcription is regulated? Different rate of transcription can be controlled by differences in promoter sequence. So we can have the different promoter sequence, which will increase or decrease the close complex formation. Okay, so close complex formation increase means strong consensus, decrease close formation means there is a weak consensus. Okay, so particular consensus sequence -10 and -35 region, for example, in dactyl transcription, that is needed. If the sequence divides from it, it means that it is a weak match to consensus, so that it will have the decreased close complex formation. And we should know that the close complex formation is a rate limiting stage for the transcription. If it is happening at the low stage, whole other steps of transcription they happens at the lower pace. Okay, so difference in the transcription is one of the regulatory mechanism for the bacterial transcription. Then the other mechanism is by altering the sigma factor. So this is a sigma factor. So we can use the different sigma factor. For example, for general transcription, we can use the sigma 70, and this RPOD gene is used to synthesize this sigma 70 factor. And this is a -10, -35 region, and sequence for promoter recognition, and 70 to 90 base pair can be found in it. But if heat shock is given, so our bacteria has been treated, we is exposed to the 40 degrees Celsius temperature. What happens at that temperature? Sigma 32 factor will facilitate the RNA polymerase binding, and it is being synthesized by RPOEH gene. And promoter recognition is at -10 site, -35 site, and this 13 to 15 base pair is the spacing between two regions. Okay, so this is a spacing region. So how different switching sigma factor? So we expose bacteria to higher temperature, so we have sigma 32. If it is a normal, we use the general transcription this sigma factor, that is sigma 70. If nitrogen starvation is there, you can see RPOEN gene get expressed, and we have sigma 54. In the nitrogen stimulation, this is the sequence for minus 35, and this is minus 10 sequence, and this distance again become quite a bit less. That is a 6 base pair. Okay. So there is a different differences. For example, here Tata box is there. Tata box here CCCCGA. So this TA content has decreased greater than 60%, right? So uh, so that means that we can easily open up this DNA, and it can facilitate the transcription when heat shock is there, right? So different based on that mechanisms, that minus 10, minus 35 sequence may get changed, and it may have its own consequences. Next is a third one is a binding of specific transcription factor can facilitate the transcription initiation. These transcription factor bind the DNA at the palindromic sequence using helix turn helix loop. Okay, so this one is a transcription factor. Helix turn helix loop it will use, and it will bind to this DNA. So fancy pink color is here. So sequence specific protein binding site is there, and it can activate the transcription. Transcription regulation by repressor. So close complex formation is a rate limiting step. Repressor must reduce the rate limiting stage or create a new rate limiting stage, right? So this repressor is there, it is binding here, so it won't allow RNA polymerase to bind. So it will tell don't bind here. So likewise, sometime what happened, poised RNA polymerase is there. So RNA polymerase is there. So some factor is there, repressor it will bind here, and it will poise it. So what happened? The abortive transcription increases. Abortive means this transcript synthesize, this synthesize, this synthesize, but it is not moving forward. Okay, so that is the abortive transcription that may happen because of the repressor. So repressor can do the two things. One, it won't allow RNA polymerase to attach. Second, it will say, okay, RNA polymerase you attach here, but you don't go further. Okay, that is abortive transcription. So these two things can happen. And now we say that closed complex formation is a rate limiting stage. So what is closed complex? So this one is a closed complex formation. Unbound promoter is there. So this first stage is there, then unbound to closed complex formation. So this one is a closed complex formation is there. This one is a closed complex formation state. Then this one is an open complex formation. So this DNA has open it here. Then the next one is an unstable ternary complex. So this ternary complex is there. And then there is a stable ternary complex. Ternary complex means this loop of DNA has opened up. Now RNA has been synthesized, started. So these are the stages of the transcription. The activator must increase the rate of reaction, rate steps of reaction. In bacteria, promoter of a gene that activated by the DNA binding activator are weakened. For example, this sequence matches the this cap sequence. So this cap sequence matches the minus 35 region. Okay, CAT, this cap sequence matches with this minus 35 region. So this sequence is there, and this is matching with the. So CAP sequence is a catabolite activator protein. So CAP, catabolite activator sequence, it matches with minus 35. And in this activator once added, this closed complex formation can decrease. And we know that closed complex formation is a rate limiting step. Rate limiting stage, we will go on discussing rate limiting stage also, but that is the stage which is very important in the transcription. If that step is decreased, it means that the further processing cannot happen. So the cap is a replacer for the bull promoter. So what happens? This cap sometimes can act as a promoter escape. So for good promoter, it will say, okay, transcription doesn't happen now, and for the weak promoter, it may say, okay, transcription should happen. So the activator can have the different role for the different promoters, promoter genes. Okay. So there is a MER activation is there. So there minus 10 and minus 35 region distance should be optimal. If it is suboptimal, it may replace or increase the transcription based on site. So sometime what happen, this minus 35 one stand is on one stand, minus 10 is on the other stand. So this MER activator go and bind, and it will twist this minus 10 and minus 35, and it will bring that together to the one conformation. So this is an open complex formation that can happen with the EMER activator, and this will facilitate the transcription. So we were talking about the rate limiting stage. So briefly, we are going to talk about rate limiting stage, biological rates and reactions. Okay. So this is a reaction coordinate diagram. So reaction progress is there, energy is there. This is a substrate, and this substrate has to undergo this transition state, and then this product has to form. So what happens? Substrate generally this will have the low G. G is the energy, free energy, and this transition state will have the high energy. Okay, this reaction coordinate. So during this stage, if we have delta G, this difference in energy between substrate and product, if it is less than 0, then this is a favorable reaction. If this reaction is higher, so substrate energy is lower and product is higher, so this is an unfavorable reaction. Delta G is greater than greater than 0. This is an unfavorable reaction. And we know that ATP acts as an energy currency in body because it contains a high energy phosphodiester bonds. So these two bonds, these and these phosphodiester bonds are contain high energy, and this can be utilized for our body activities. Next, ATP hydrolysis. For how quickly ATP hydrolysis can occur. So this is ATP, this is ADP plus inorganic phosphate. It is hydrolyzed now, but this require minus 7.3 kilocalorie per mole. Okay, and this activation energy difference here, this is quite a large. So decrease activation energy means increase K. So rate of reaction can increase if you decrease activation energy, and if you increase activation energy, the rate of that reaction breakdown ATP to ADP and inorganic phosphate that can decrease. Likewise, ATP hydrolysis, you can actually calculate the rate of reaction. Like this is a 2.2 into 10 raised to minus 11 ATP hydrolyzed per second. Okay, so it requires around 32 kilocalorie per mole energy. And if you, so we say that enzyme is not obligatory, but if you want to do ATP hydrolysis at room temperature, if you put ATP as such at room temperature, 1 mole of ATP to get degraded into ADP plus inorganic phosphate can take the 1,600 years. Okay, because of this rate of the reaction. So it is a very inefficient reaction, but our body it can do that reaction very fast. Okay. Enzyme catalysis position enzyme and uh, creates environment that lowers the delta G activation. Okay, so this is uncatalyzed reaction. So catalyzed reaction, it will position enzyme particularly with the substrate, and it will decrease the activation energy. So, for example, this is our late limiting step. So, whenever this step is there, this step you increase, this step you increase, the reaction won't increase. The reaction rate will increase only if we increase the rate limiting stage. Only delta decrease in the activation energy of second will increase the rate of the reaction, possibly overall reaction. Okay, so this means you have to increase this rate of reaction to increase overall. So about transcription, we were telling that the close complex formation is the rate limiting stage because it has a very high delta G of activation. Okay, so if we have to increase that rate of transcription reaction, we have to increase the rate of close complex formation. Okay, so that can be happen with this reaction only. Okay, so middle one. So this is a reaction coordinate. So sometime if increase delta G1 or activation energy of first or second, third could decrease the overall rate of reaction. So decreasing rate of reaction is quite easy. You may increase this one or you may increase this one, and it will create no limited rate reaction. So that can happen. So closed complex formation K1 is a greater than open complex formation. It means that the promoting over top of the mRNA complex, and this one is the open complex formation. Is if you are promoting open complex formation, it will affect the mRNA production. So this is a closed complex formation, and this is an open closed complex formation. This is a rate limiting step of our transcription reaction. So already we have discussed the regulation of post-transcription processing. We have to attach 5' cap, we have to attach some 3' poly-A tail we have to attach, and these are the processing enzymes which are also involved in the regulation. So here how this poly A tail will be recognized, how poly A polymerase will be recognized, and all those things. So these are also part of this one for references. And thank you.